3 miles west of Adel, you'll find a scenic farm that supplies you-pick enthusiasts with a wide range of succulent Iowa berries, aptly named Berry Fresh Farms.
Berry Fresh Farms, we concentrate on the summer fruits. So we do all the berries, the raspberries, the strawberries, the blueberries, and what you're going to see today, the blackberries.
In those idyllic days of summer when the conditions are just right and berries begin ripening, Greg Lewis opens up his farm, allowing his customers to pick to their heart's content.
I don't know that we've ever had a leftover berry. Everything we grow is picked. As they will tell us when they come out, it's more about the experience than it is the picking and the eating, although that is a good second. When we started this farm, we were going to concentrate on summer fruits. So we thought, well, we'll just try everything. We'll see what people want, what grows, what we can maintain. And we were told early on the blackberries are hard in Iowa because they aren't as winter hardy as some of the other fruits. But we thought we would start with a small patch and see.
Nothing is quite like eating a perfectly ripened, juicy blackberry straight from the bush. The explosion of flavor leaves you with one of the quintessential tastes of summer.
Very juicy and sweet.
Juicy goodness stains your hands.
While blackberries might not be as hardy as their raspberry cousins, Greg will tell you starting your own blackberry patch is relatively straightforward.
They're fairly easy to maintain. You just sit back and wait for the crop to come on in August. Blackberries, they are a confined bush, so you don't have the spreading issues that you have with some of the other raspberries. So they would be good for home gardens, good for container gardens, because they do stay in a confined space. We trellis all of them, so it keeps them off the ground, and it's as much for that as it is for ease of picking. So when people come out, as you would see, we have thornless and we have thorny varieties in our patch. The thorny varieties, they'll grab you if you're not trellised up to where people can get at the fruit.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, those thorns, they will grab you.
And what separates them out is that the fruit, which you'll see when we pick some, the stem stays with the fruit versus a red raspberry or black raspberry where the fruit separates from the stem. Doesn't make it any harder to eat, but it is just what makes them different than the other raspberry varieties. And then when they're finally ripening, they turn into the purple that you're used to seeing. And when they're glossy, they're ready to pick.
Blackberries contain healthy amounts of vitamin C and antioxidants. They even store a sizable amount of fiber. Though they're not as popular as strawberries or red raspberries, blackberries do tend to find their way into pies and jams. Finding fresh berries in our state has never been easier. It's because of farmers like Greg and their commitment to growing local that we're able to find and pick foods at their absolute peak freshness.
You know, it was the love of growing, and a good friend of mine operates an orchard nearby, and the two of us years ago used to always say, food is the future. The people would like to know where their food comes from, that it's homegrown, and particularly fresh. It's all done for freshness and flavor, and that is what makes the difference.